Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sater Park in Greenville, the 2002 Junior ACME State Tournament. Mark Bixler with you, M. Bixler Video Productions. Glad to be with you here tonight for high school baseball. It's Findlay against Patrick Henry, a repeat of their first round game. Let's run down the lineup. First off, for Findlay, they will be the visitors on the scoreboard. And batting first, Alex Raymond, the pitcher, batting first. Center fielder Jeff Foltz will be batting second. Zach Burke, the shortstop, batting third. In the cleanup spot, third baseman Greg Smith. Chad Combs, the first baseman, will be batting fifth. Mike Shantz, well, I can't read my writing. I've got to rule out where he's playing. Let me put it that way. I believe it's first base, but I'm not sure. We'll have to double check that. It might be second. He's batting sixth anyway. Grant Deppen, the designated hitter, is batting seventh. Batting for James Castleman. Terry Hardwick, the left fielder, batting eighth. And Nathan Lammers, the right fielder, will be batting ninth. We are underway as it's an 0-2 count on Alex Raymond. And a ground ball to the shortstop. Tyler Dravis on to first, and one out. Raymond out 4-3 if you're scoring with us. I'm trying to rule out who's where. He's playing second base. I can't read my own writing. What can I say? That's pretty bad, actually. Mike, check that. It's Tyler T.G. that's pitching for the Patriots of Patrick Henry. TG fires, and that's a bit outside. It's a 1-0 count. We are in the top half of the first. It's a scoreless ball game, one away as Alex Raymond grounded out to Tyler Dravis. Let me get my rosters out here and get them checked. Boy, that works out. Both games it's worked out brilliantly. Findlay and Patrick Henry on the same one. That's correct, Tyler Dravis. 3-1 is the count as TG falling behind and getting a strike there. Chopper, TG picks it up. He will flip it to first. Bobbled it. The first baseman, but still stepping on it, Dustin Hochman, and there's two outs. 1-3 if you're scoring with us. Zach Burke will step in now for the Trojans of Findlay. The winner will advance on in this elimination round game. They will take on Archbold. It's a 1-0 count. That is popped foul. And the catcher makes the grab. T.C. Perkins. That ends the inning. Findlay out 1-2-3 in the top half of the first. It's Findlay nothing. Patrick Henry coming to bat.
Helping underwrite this event, the Maid-Rite Sandwich Shop, located on North Broadway in Greenville. The Ansonia Lumber Company, located on Main Street by Gilbert Feller's Funeral Home of Brookville, and Kreitzer Funeral Home of Arcanum by Greenville National Bank, with locations throughout Dark County. Cox Insurance, located in Ansonia and in Greenville. Homestretch Sportswear in Wapakoneta and St. Henry, and M. Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Oliver Floyd Funeral Home in Greenville and Pope Braun Funeral Home of New Madison, Montage Cafe, located in downtown Greenville, McCabe Painting Incorporated of Greenville, Osgood State Bank with several locations, Family Health Services, Greenville, Arcanum, Versailles, and New Madison, State Farm Insurance, your agent, Jim Gable, and by M. Bixler Video Productions.
We welcome you back here to Sater Park in Greenville for the 2002 Junior ACME State Tournament. Mark Bixler, M. Bixler Video Productions with you as Let's run down the starting lineup for Patrick Henry, the batting order. Leading off, and the designated hitter, Matt Ulrich. He's batting for Tyler Dravas, the second baseman, Ben Boucher, well, again, I can't read my own handwriting. Boucher's batting second, needless to say, as we are underway in the bottom half of the first, an 0-1 count. T.C. Perkins, the catcher, will be batting third. In the cleanup spot, Tyler T.G. Fifth will be Dustin Hockman, the first baseman. Mike Inselman will be playing shortstop, and he will be batting sixth. Brad Leonard, the right fielder, or left field, I believe a right fielder, will be batting seventh. The left fielder will be Zach George, and the center fielder, and George will be batting eighth, and the center fielder, Justin Sonnenberg, will be batting ninth. Botger, I believe, will be playing third base. I'm going to write clear. Sometimes my handwriting when I get in a hurry can be sloppy. A ball, 2 strikes on the leadoff batter, and that is taken just outside. It's a 2-2 count on Ulrich. We are scoreless in the bottom half of the first. Findlay going out 1-2-3 in the top half. Right now a 2-2 count, and that's lifted down the line. The first hit of the game. Matt Ulrich, the leadoff hitter for Patrick Henry, getting it. And the Patriots hoping that they're in business here in their game against Findlay. And Botcher is at bat now. Pitching for the Trojans of Findlay is Alex Raymond. The winner will return tomorrow night for a 7 o'clock start. That ball's lifted into left field, off the fence. And the Patriots are in business. The first 2 are on. Botcher with the double, putting runners at second and third. Well, that has taken a strike. T.C. Perkins behind in the count 0-1. That taking a ball, and the count is now even at a ball and a strike. Two and one the count. The first 2 have reached for the Patriots of Patrick Henry. Chopper up the middle. The second baseman comes up with it. The run scores. They do get the force. And Patrick Henry has grabbed the 1-0 lead here in the bottom half of the second as Ulrich scores. Botcher moves on to third base on that play as Tyler T.G. will step in now for the Patriots. They lead it 1-0, bottom half of the first. Taking a strike. T.G. down in the count 0-1. Dustin Hockman awaiting on deck for the Patriots. Archbold falling to 11 and 10-7, but they left the bases loaded, and the The pitch gets back to the screen, but staying put is Botcher at third base. So he said Archbold left the bases loaded. They got it to within 3 at 10-7 when Eli Wagler lifted a ball into shallow right field that ended that one. But I tell you what, one swing of the bat, and Wagler had the power. He could do it, but just didn't get it. And Lebanon moves on to take tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday off before returning Friday. Archbold, on the other hand, has to come back tomorrow night, where they will take on either Findlay or Patrick Henry. The winner of this one will move on. The loser will be eliminated from the tournament. T.G. Cott looking. So there are 2 outs here in the inning, as Dustin Hockman will step in now for the Patriots. Patrick Henry with 1 run here in the inning. They lead it 1-0. We're in the bottom half of the first. Mark Bixler with you on Bixler Video Productions at the 2002 Junior ACME State Tournament. We're in Greenville at Sater Park. Well, that gets past the pitcher, the play at the plate, and they get him. Out 2-3 is Botcher. That ends the inning. Dustin Hockman will return to the plate in the bottom half of the second. After a full inning, it's Patrick Henry 1, Findlay 0.
Helping underwrite this event, the Made-Right Sandwich Shop, located on North Broadway in Greenville, the Ansonia Lumber Company, located on Main Street by Gilbert Feller's Funeral Home of Brookville, and Kreitzer Funeral Home of Arcanum by Greenville National Bank, with locations throughout Darke County. Cox Insurance, located in Ansonia and in Greenville. Homestretch Sportswear in Wapakoneta and St. Henry, and Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Oliver Floyd Funeral Home in Greenville and Pope Braun Funeral Home of New Madison, Montage Cafe, located in downtown Greenville, McCabe Painting Incorporated of Greenville, Osgood State Bank with several locations, Family Health Services, Greenville, Arcanum, Versailles, and New Madison, State Farm Insurance, your agent, Jim Gable, and by Bixler Video Productions.
We head to the second inning. It's a 1-0 lead. Patrick Henry leading Findlay here in this elimination round game. Well, we take you back to Saturday. Patrick Henry led that one 1.2-0. Findlay came back, made it a 2-1 ball game before coming back and scoring 2 times in the bottom half of the 6th inning, holding off Patrick Henry in the top half of the inning to lay claim to a 3-2 win, sending Patrick Henry into the losers bracket. Patrick Henry came back then and Sunday and knocked off Salina 7-4. Then last night defeated Wayne from Huber Heights 8-5. Findlay, on the other hand, lost to Lebanon 12-9 as Greg Smith goes down strikes, so 1 away. Chad Combs steps in. Findlay, as we said, lost to Lebanon Sunday night 12-9. Then knocked off Clay last night in a very interesting ball game, 4-3. Clay kept battling back, in fact had tied it up, and then in the bottom of the 7th, Findlay led off the leadoff hitter with a triple. Clay's coach deciding to intentionally walk the next 2 batters, loading the bases. He pulled his infield in and pulled his outfield in as well, because a fly ball deep enough was going to score the runner at third. And a little seeing eyeball dribbles out into the outfield, allowing the winning run to score. Ground ball, first base, and it's foul. 2-2 the count. Chad Combs, one away. We're in the top of the second. A 1-0 lead. Patrick Henry leading this. TG fires, taking a little inside and low. And I believe it's 2-2 if my memory serves me correct. 2-2 on the way, and that is dribbled foul first base side. A full count, 3-2 the count. Well, as we said in the opening game tonight, that is a swing and a miss. Combs out on strikes. 2 away as Mike Shantz steps in. Lebanon will be off until Friday as they knocked off Archbold tonight, a 10-7 score, but Archbold made it interesting. It was 10-6 going into the bottom of the 7th, but they were able to generate a run, making it 10-7. The bases were loaded when Eli Wegler stepped to the plate and just didn't quite get it all, and it lifted a ball into shallow right field, and Mike Salee was there to make the catch, and that ended that game. Picked up by the third baseman. The throw to first is in time, and Findlay out 1-2-3 in the second. We've completed an inning and a half. It remains Patrick Henry 1, Findlay nothing.
Helping underwrite this event, the Maid-Rite Sandwich Shop, located on North Broadway in Greenville, the Ansonia Lumber Company, located on Main Street by Gilbert Feller's Funeral Home of Brookville, and Kreitzer Funeral Home of Arcanum by Greenville National Bank, with locations throughout Darke County. Cox Insurance, located in Ansonia and in Greenville, Homestretch Sportswear in Wapakoneta and St. Henry, and Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Oliver Floyd Funeral Home in Greenville and Pope Braun Funeral Home of New Madison, Montage Cafe located in downtown Greenville, McCabe Painting Incorporated of Greenville, Osgood State Bank with several locations, Family Health Services, Greenville, Arcanum, Versailles, and New Madison, State Farm Insurance, your agent, Jim Gable, and by Bixler Video Productions.
Dustin Hockman will lead things off for Patrick Henry here in the bottom of the second. A 1-0 lead for the Patriots over the Trojans of Findlay. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 for the Patriots. Hockman, Inselman, and Leonard. That ball will get to the fence. Hockman rounding first, heading into second, and will go in standing up with the leadoff double.
Number 6, Mike Inselman.
That brings up Mike Inselman to the plate. So the leadoff runner on for Patrick Henry here in the bottom half of the second inning, already leading at 1-0. The Patriots talking to their head coach, Sean Sunderman. I believe it was Sean that I was talking to anyway. He was mentioning this as what happened Saturday happened during the spring season, during the school season as well. Leading Findlay late in the ball game, only to see the Trojans come from behind in the end to win. So it had to be kind of a deja vu. That's hit up the middle. That'll be a base hit as rounding third and heading home, giving the Patriots a 2-0 lead, is Hockman. And as you see standing at first, Mike Inselman with the RBI single. 2-0. The Patriots leading this here in the bottom of the second. Brad Leonard steps in now for the Patriots. Taken high, it's 1-0. Nobody out. The first two have reached. In fact, one of them has scored. So the Patriots, as we said, leading this now 2-0. The throw to first, and Inselman is back safely at first. Raymond fires, taken low and a little outside. Mark Bixler with you here from Sater Park in Greenville. I'm Bixler Video Productions. Glad to be with you here. The division, or I knew I would do that sooner or later. After doing the Division IV regional and state tournament games. That has taken a strike, and it's a 3-1 count. This is the Junior ACME State Tournament, 2002 edition. Day 4, Game 2. It is a full count on Leonard. Inselman still at first base as Raymond readies, fires home, and that is lifted into center field. It'll drop for a hit. So Leonard reaches, and the first three have reached here in the bottom of the second for Patrick Henry. Zach George is due up as making his way out to the pitcher's mound as Coach Bo Smith. Well, as we have mentioned, we are going to be in contact with the cable companies of the teams that are involved in the championship game that takes place on Friday, and hopefully work something out to get those games on the cable companies. Make every effort possible anyway. That's our way of helping honor the young men that are taking part in this. You know, we've got to remember it's not about parents or businesses. It's about these young men playing. Look to square around and bunt. It gets past the catcher. Inselman moves up to third. And Leonard standing at second base now on that wild pitch. Zach George at bat for the Patriots now with runners at second and third, so an excellent opportunity here to drive in a couple more. That ball drops. 1 run scores, making it 3-0. Runners at first and third, and 2 more in. It's a 3-0 lead for Patrick Henry in this one. Justin Sonnenberg steps in. Runners at first and third, as we said. Taken high and away. It's a 1-0 count. Actually, second and third as George standing at second. Didn't see him move up. A 1-0 count on Sonnenberg as Raymond fires, lays down the suicide squeeze. That gets the 4th run in, and all hands are safe. Well, we pointed out last night that we have watched the suicide squeeze a lot in this tournament. You know, we did a lot of baseball in the spring, and I have to say, didn't see a lot of suicide squeeze in spring play in the games that we did, but boy, that we made up for it a lot here in the summer, just this week. Raymond fires that. It's a strike, and it's an 0-1 count as we swing back to the top of the order. Is Matt Ulrich up? He is 1 for 1, a base hit to lead this game off for Patrick Henry in the bottom half of the second. Raymond fires, and going up to second base uncontested is Justin Sonnenberg, so that puts runners at second and third. An 0-2 count on Ulrich. Nobody out. 3 runs are in, and the Patriots with runners at second and third. Raymond readies, fires, and that's a ground ball first base side. Gets through the hole into right field. Another run scores. Sonnenberg headed home, will score from second. And the Patriots putting a mark on this one early. 6-0 in the bottom half of the second.
Number 4, Ben Botcher.
5 runs in the inning. Still nobody out as Ben Botcher steps in now for the Patriots. Botcher doubled his trip to the plate. He's 1 for 1, drove in Ulrich. Taking a strike as Botcher down in the count 0-1. As I said, we are in the bottom half of the second. A 6-0 lead for Patrick Henry, and they'd like to add some more. Scooped up by the shortstop to second, and interference is called, 2 outs. So that will be a 6-4-3 double play. He went in with his hands up at second base, and that's why interference was called.
Number 31, Perkins.
So 2 away here in the inning. Nobody on after the double play, thanks to the interference call, which it was the right one. I think it was anyway. Ulrich went in with his hands up, and you do that, and the ball hits you, you're going to get it called. Well, that plunks Perkins on the back. Perkins reaches, and Tyler TG will step in. TG, the 9th batter of the inning. Six nothing. Patrick Henry with a run in the first. They've added 5 here in the second. Raymond fires to first, and back in safely is Perkins. Raymond readies, fires home, and that's popped up, and it is out of play. 0-2 the count, 2 away here in the inning, bottom half of the second. Mark Bixler with you from Greenville Cedar Park for the 2002 Junior ACME State Tournament. Raymond fires, and that is a swing and a miss. TG a strikeout victim. That ends the inning, but after Patrick Henry scores 5 times. We've completed 2 innings. It's Patrick Henry 6. Findlay nothing.
Helping underwrite this event, the Made-Right Sandwich Shop, located on North Broadway in Greenville, the Ansonia Lumber Company, located on Main Street by Gilbert Feller's Funeral Home of Brookville, and Kreitzer Funeral Home of Arcanum by Greenville National Bank, with locations throughout Darke County. Cox Insurance, located in Ansonia and in Greenville, Homestretch Sportswear in Wapakoneta and St. Henry, and Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Oliver Floyd Funeral Home in Greenville and Pope Braun Funeral Home of New Madison, Montage Cafe, located in downtown Greenville, McCabe Painting Incorporated of Greenville, Osgood State Bank with several locations, Family Health Services, Greenville, Arcanum, Versailles, and New Madison, State Farm Insurance, your agent, Jim Gable, and by Bixler Video Productions.
We welcome you back here for the top of the 3rd inning. A 6-0 lead for Patrick Henry as Grant Deppen will step in. 7, 8, and 9 for the Trojans of Findlay. This an elimination round game. Mark Bixler with you from Sater Park in Greenville, the 2002 Junior ACME State Tournament. Tyler T.G. pitching, and that is fouled back to the screen. It's a ball and a strike. Well, the Patriots getting a run in the first and adding 5 more in the bottom of the second, as they have jumped all over Findlay in this one. As we said, they have played Findlay a couple times, as that is off of the pitcher. It's going to be a close play. The flip to first is not in time. And that is the first hit of the night for Findlay. So the leadoff runner is reached. As we said, in the school year season, Patrick Henry led Findlay late, only to see the Trojans come back to win it. And then in the opening game of this tournament, Patrick Henry led 2-1 heading into the bottom of the 6th. Findlay scoring twice, then holding off the Patriots in the 7th to lay claim to a 3-2 win that sent Patrick Henry into the losers bracket. And the Patriots have been fighting their way through this tournament since then. 0-1 is the count on Terry Hardwick. TG fires, and that's taken a strike, and it's an 0-2 count. Nobody out. The leadoff runner reached. Grant Deppen as he had one back off of TG. And Dravis couldn't chase it down in time to get Deppen. Throw to first and back in safely is Deppen. Six nothing Patrick Henry. They lead this over Findlay. Swing and a miss. Hardwick a strikeout victim here in the 3rd. 1 away as that brings up Nathan Lammers. The winner will face Archbold here tomorrow. Archbold falling to Lebanon. 10-7 the final score. And the championship game of the winners bracket. Although not the overall championship, Lebanon will take part in that on Friday night against the champion from the losers bracket. The team that fights their way out of the losers bracket will get the opportunity to play Lebanon, as I said, at 6 o'clock Friday. A 1-1 count on Lammers. That is a chopper to the third baseman. Scoops it up, flips it to first. In time. And Botcher coming up with that. Gets it to Dustin Hockman. So Lammers out 5-3, and there's 2 outs. Swing back to the top of the order is Alex Raymond, ready to step in for the Trojans. Mark Bixler with you here at Sater Park in Greenville, the 2002 Junior ACME State Tournament. TG readies the 1-0 on the way, and that is lifted into right field, shallow right field. And coming on to make the catch is the right fielder, Brad Leonard, making that catch. Findlay leaves one stranded after 2.5. It's Patrick Henry 6, Findlay nothing.
Helping underwrite this event, the Made-Right Sandwich Shop, located on North Broadway in Greenville, the Ansonia Lumber Company, located on Main Street by Gilbert Feller's Funeral Home of Brookville, and Kreitzer Funeral Home of Arcanum by Greenville National Bank, with locations throughout Darke County. Cox Insurance, located in Ansonia and in Greenville, Homestretch Sportswear in Wapakoneta and St. Henry, and Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Oliver Floyd Funeral Home in Greenville and Pope Braun Funeral Home in New Madison, Montage Cafe, located in downtown Greenville, McCabe Painting Incorporated of Greenville, Osgood State Bank with several locations, Family Health Services, Greenville, Arcanum, Versailles, and New Madison, State Farm Insurance, your agent, Jim Gable, and by Bixler Video Productions.
We head to the bottom of the third inning with Patrick Henry leading by 6 runs. It's a 6-0 ball game. The Patriots with a run in the first. They added 5 in the second. Dustin Hockman will lead off for the Patriots here. Hockman is 1 for 1. He led off the second, the double. It's an 0-1 count. As Raymond readies. The 0-1 on the way, and that is taken outside. Evens the count at 1-1. Well, I'm sure Patrick Henry would like to continue to shut down Findlay and generate about 4 more runs, and they could call this one quits after 5 if that happens. But Findlay, I'm sure, will have something to say about that. Two balls and a strike on Hockman. Mike Inselman awaiting on deck. As we said, Hockman got things started in the second. Led it off with a double. He'd like to do the same thing here. Swings and misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes. A full count now against Hockman. Taken high, and Hockman leads off with a walk. Not exactly the same way it started in the second inning, but nonetheless, the leadoff runner is reached. Mike Inselman steps in. He's 1 for 1. Had a base hit that drove in Hockman. He takes a strike and falls behind 0-1. Bottom of the third, Patrick Henry 6, Findlay nothing. That is taken in the dirt and gets past the catcher. Hockman advances to second on the wild pitch. Catching, by the way, for the Trojans of Findlay is James Castleman. Well, that puts another run in scoring position for the Patrick Henry Patriots. A ball, 2 strikes, the count on Inselman. Swing and a miss, 1 away. Inselman out on strikes. That brings up Brad Leonard. Mark Bixler with you here from Greenville Seder Park, the 2002 Junior ACME State Tournament. Lebanon knocking off Archbold in the first game of the tournament here on day 4. 10-7 the final score. Lebanon, of course, the defending state champion, and they will get the chance to defend their state title. Don't always see that happen. Even if you make it to the state tournament, heading to third is Hockman. Two and 0 the count on Leonard here. But I have to say that Lebanon has made things interesting. They had to come from behind to beat Salem in the opening game. Then they had to hold off both Findlay and Archbold to get to that championship game. That is taking a strike, and it's a count. They had Findlay behind, or they had Findlay 12-4. The throw to third, and that is not in time as Hockman back in safely. So it started to stay. They had Findlay down 12-4 going into the Findlay's half of the 7th, but the Trojans scored 5 runs in that inning, make it interesting. 12-9 the final. Then tonight it was 10-6 going into the bottom of the 7th inning. Lebanon leading Archbold. Archbold able to get a run in that bottom of the 7th and had the bases loaded when Eli Wagler came to bat, and the throw down to third, and they got him. They pick off Hockman at third base, 2-5 if you are scoring with us. So 2 away, and it's a 2-2 count on Leonard. Wagler with one swing of the bat could have won it, but he didn't quite get it all and ended up hitting a ball that was taken in by Mike Salee, and Lebanon laid claim to the 10-7 win. That's fouled back to the screen, and it is now a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. It'll remain that anyway. Here the winner will earn the right to play Archbold. Raymond readies, fires, and that's a ground ball to the shortstop. Picks it up, fires to first in time, and that ends the inning. Patrick Henry unable to generate anything. They got a runner to third, but he's gunned down over there. Picked off, 2-5. Leonard out 6-3 if you're scoring with us. After 3 complete, it's Patrick Henry 6, Findlay nothing.
Helping underwrite this event, the Made-Right Sandwich Shop, located on North Broadway in Greenville, the Ansonia Lumber Company, located on Main Street by Gilbert Feller's Funeral Home of Brookville, and Kreitzer Funeral Home of Arcanum by Greenville National Bank, with locations throughout Dark County. Cox Insurance, located in Ansonia and in Greenville. Homestretch Sportswear in Wapakoneta and St. Henry, and Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Oliver Floyd Funeral Home in Greenville and Pope Braun Funeral Home of New Madison, Montage Cafe, located in downtown Greenville, McCabe Painting Incorporated of Greenville, Osgood State Bank with several locations, Family Health Services, Greenville, Arcanum, Versailles, and New Madison, State Farm Insurance, your agent, Jim Gable, and by Bixler Video Productions.
We are heading to the 4th inning with Patrick Henry claiming a 6-run lead here at 6-0. As leading off for the Trojans will be Jeff Foltz, the center fielder, followed by Zach Burke and Greg Smith. Tyler T.G. on for a 4th inning of work as Foltz falls behind 0-1 to lead things off here. Ground ball hit to the third baseman, able to come up with it. Nice play, throws to first, the scoop, he's got it, and one away. 5-3, Foltz gun down. Nice scoop by Ben Botcher. Zach Burke will step in now for the Trojans of Findlay. TG fires and hung a little inside. It's a 1-0 count against Burke. And that catches Burke. A little too far inside that time, and Burke will make his way to first base with the hit batsman. 6-0, Patrick Henry with the lead here. We are in the top half of the fourth inning. Mark Bixler with you, the 2002 Junior ACME State Tournament. Sater Park in Greenville is where we are. Certainly glad to be with you here tonight. TG fires home and turns to square. The throw down to second base and gets out into shallow center field. The throw down to third and in safely is Burke. Crediting him a stolen base, and he moves up to third on the throwing error. Six nothing. Patrick Henry leading this. They got a run in the first, added 5 in the second. Throw to third, and Burke back in safely at first, or third rather. Chopper back to TG. Could not come up with it cleanly. A run scores. They do get the out at first. TG finally chasing it down. It's a out 1-3 is Smith, but the shutout is history as Findlay gets a run. It's 6-1. Well, that clears the bases as Chad Combs will step in now for the Trojans as TG fires, and that's a ground ball to the up the middle that gets into the outfield. Sonnenberg picks it up in center field and will quickly get it back in, and the one-out single by Chad Combs, or two-out single rather. Credit Combs with a base hit, and now Mike Shantz will step in now for the Trojans. 2 outs, 6-1 the score. Patrick Henry leading this over Findlay. Well, if Findlay wants to come back, they need to get busy here shortly as we are in the top half of the fourth. After this inning, they'll only have 3 at-bats. That is lifted on the left side, the right side of the infield as Hockman gathers that one in, and that ends the inning for Findlay. So after 3.5, it is Patrick Henry 6, Findlay 1.
Helping underwrite this event, the Made Right Sandwich Shop, located on North Broadway in Greenville, the Ansonia Lumber Company, located on Main Street by Gilbert Feller's Funeral Home of Brookville and Kreitzer Funeral Home of Arcanum by Greenville National Bank, with locations throughout Darke County. Cox Insurance, located in Ansonia and in Greenville. Homestretch Sportswear in Wapakoneta and St. Henry, and Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Oliver Floyd Funeral Home in Greenville, and Pope Braun Funeral Home in New Madison, Montage Cafe located in downtown Greenville, McCabe Painting Incorporated of Greenville, Osgood State Bank with several locations, Family Health Services, Greenville, Arcanum, Versailles, and New Madison, State Farm Insurance, your agent, Jim Gable, and by M. Bixler Video Productions.
We welcome you back as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. It's a 6-1 lead for Patrick Henry. Zach George stepping in as Alex Raymond on for his fourth inning of work. Patrick Henry leading this by 5 runs over the Findlay Trojans. Mark Bixler with you as that ball is lifted down the right field or left field line, and it's going to be a foul ball. That evens the count at a ball and a strike on George. (2002), the Junior ACME State Tournament. We are in Greenville, Ohio at Sater Park. That's a swing and a miss, and it's now even at 2-2. Well, we mentioned that we are going to be hopefully working things out to get the ball game on the 2 cable companies of the teams playing in the championship game, and at least the champion try to work it out with the champion of the tournament, with the cable company for them, as that was garnered in by Zach Burke, the shortstop, and George out 6-3 if you're scoring with us for the first out. Justin Sonnenberg steps in now for the Patriots. After Raymond gave up a run in the first and 5 in the second, he has settled down. That has taken a strike, and it's even at a ball and a strike on Sonnenberg with 1 out. Mark Bixler with you, M. Bixler Video Productions. Glad to be with you, and certainly thrilled to be a part of the Junior ACME State Tournament here in 2002, and that was taking a strike, and it's even now a ball, 2 strikes. Raymond fires, and that's a ground ball first base side, but foul. It'll remain 1-2. Raymond, the 1-2 on the way, and that's a swing and a miss, 2 away. Well, we still have the 5th, 6th, and 7th for Findlay. They'd like to at least get it back to be able to tie this up by the 7th, or at least by their top half of the 7th, to maybe send this one to extras. That's fouled back to the screen as we swing back to the top of the order. Matt Ulrich at bat for the Patriots. They are leading this 6-1. That is lifted into shallow right field. It will drop for a hit. So Ulrich with the 2-out single, hoping to get things started once again for the Patriots. And Bodger will step in now. Bodger's 1 for 2. He doubled back in the first inning, driving in Ulrich. And time is called. Bodger wanted to step out, and he's granted it. 2 away here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. 6-1, Patrick Henry leading Findlay. That is taking a ball. It's a 1-0 count on Bodger. Perkins awaits on deck, the catcher. Mark Bixler and Bixler Video Productions. The winner of this will battle Archbold, who fell from the winner's bracket tonight, losing to Lebanon. 10-7 the final score in that one. Gets away from Castleman. And moving up is Ulrich, advancing to second on the wild pitch. Patrick Henry would like to get the run back that they gave up. That ball's lifted into right field, and that's going to drop for a hit. That run will score, making it a 7-1 ball game, and heading to third is Bodger with the triple. Well, the Patriots get the run back that they gave up in the top half of the inning, making it a 7-1 ball game. T.C. Perkins will step in now for the Patriots. Raymond fires, and that ball's lifted into right field, but there to make the catch is the right fielder. Nathan Lammers, I believe, is who made that catch, who is playing right field. As that ends the inning, Patrick Henry gets a run after 4 complete. It's Patrick Henry 7, Findlay 1.
Helping underwrite this event, the Made-Right Sandwich Shop, located on North Broadway in Greenville, the Ansonia Lumber Company, located on Main Street by Gilbert Feller's Funeral Home of Brookville, and Kreitzer Funeral Home of Arcanum by Greenville National Bank, with locations throughout Darke County. Cox Insurance, located in Ansonia and in Greenville. Homestretch Sportswear in Wapakoneta and St. Henry, and Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Oliver Floyd Funeral Home in Greenville and Pope Braun Funeral Home of New Madison, Montage Cafe, located in downtown Greenville, McCabe Painting Incorporated of Greenville, Osgood State Bank with several locations, Family Health Services, Greenville, Arcanum, Versailles, and New Madison, State Farm Insurance, your agent, Jim Gable, and by Bixler Video Productions.
Well, we head to the top of the 5th. It's a 7-1 lead for Patrick Henry. Grant Deppen steps in for the Trojans, and that is taking a strike on the outside corner. It's an 0-1 count on Deppen. Mark Bixler here from Greenville Park, the 2002 Junior ACME State Tournament. Tyler Teege on for another inning of work, and that is taking a strike again on the outside corner at the knees. And Deppen behind 0-2. TG delivers the 0-2, is taken outside. It's a ball, 2 strikes now. Taken low, it's now 2-2. So after getting ahead in the count, TG nibbling on the corners, trying to get Deppen to go after a ball. Unsuccessful to this point, and that is taken ball 3. Well, it's a full count now on Deppen. As TG sets to deliver the payoff, it's on the way, and that is a swing and a miss. 1 away as Terry Hardwick will step in now for the Trojans. Well, the Patriots, as we said, got sent into the losers bracket, falling to Findlay 3-2 on the opening day here Saturday. And they're looking for a little revenge. That's a little tight. It's 1-0 on Hardwick. Findlay fell last night to Lebanon 12-9, and that's a chopper foul, evening the count at a ball and a strike. The 1-1 on the way, taken outside. It's 2-1. Patrick Henry has battled their way through the losers bracket after falling to Findlay in that opening round game 3-2. That's fouled back, and it is now 2-2. They edged Salina 7-4. Then knocked off Wayne last night 8-5. Taking a ball, it's a full count now. 3-2 the count on Hardwick. That is fouled back, and it'll remain a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the count on Hardwick, as Nathan Lammers awaits on deck for the Trojans of Findlay. That ball is hit to the shortstop, comes up with it, throws it to first, and he cannot come up with it cleanly. So the 1-out single, Terry Hardwick comes up with it, and Nathan Lammers will step in. Well, if you're Patrick Henry, you'd like to see an inning-ending double play here, but on the other hand, if you're Findlay, you'd like to see something big started. 1 away. Top of the 5th, 7-1. Patrick Henry with a 6-run lead here. The winner will play Archbold tomorrow night, the only game tomorrow night. That's a swing and a miss, and the throw down to third. Hardwick in safely. Credit him with a stolen base. It's a 1-1 count on Lammers. TG fires, and that is a foul ball, first base side. Makes it a 1-2 count now on Lammers. (7-1), and that is taken outside, and it evens the count at 2-2. That is hit into center field. Sonnenberg there to make the catch. And there's 2 away, and staying put at second base is Hardwick. Lammers out F8 if you're scoring with us. Alex Raymond will now step in for the Trojans. 2 outs. We're in the top half of the 5th. A 7-1 lead for Patrick Henry as they lead Findlay for the right to play Archbold. Little low. It's 1-0 on Raymond as Jeff Foltz awaits on deck for the Trojans. TG fires the 1-0, taking ball 2, a little low. Ground ball up the middle and takes a nice bounce over the shortstop. The throw to the plate is cut off by the first baseman, Dustin Hawkman. So a second run is scored here for Findlay. It's now 7-2. Jeff Foltz will step in now as Alex Raymond with that hit. (7-2). Findlay trailing by 5 runs to Patrick Henry in the top half of the 5th. That finds its way into left field. So the Trojans with a 2-out rally here. They have gotten 1 run. They have runners at first and second right now. Raymond at first, or at second rather. Foltz is at first. (7-2). Patrick Henry leading it by 5. TG fires. That's taken low and away. It's 1-0. There's 2 away here in the 5th. The Trojans looking for a 2-out rally. They've got 1 run in already, hoping for possibly a second or more. Throw to first, but back in safely. Jeff Foltz sliding in. A ball, no strikes. The count on Burke, the shortstop, who is up now. Taking a strike as it's even now at 1-1. Mark Bixler with you here from M. Bixler Video Productions, the 2002 Junior ACME State Tournament. TG fires, and that is ripped down the line, finds its way into left field. A 3rd run will score, making it 7-3, and this one's not over yet. Well, Sean Sunderman will make his way out to the pitcher's mound and chat with his infield. And question is, will we see a pitching change? We may very well see one here. But only time will tell. It's a 7-3 ball game. Raymond scoring from second on that play. We do have runners still at first and second. Now we are not going to see a pitching change as TG will remain in. Well, the Trojans getting 2 runs here, all after 2 out. That has taken a ball. It's 1-0. Well, that has taken a strike, and that evens the count up at a ball and a strike on Greg Smith. Fouled back off the screen. It's a ball, 2 strikes now on Smith. We are in the top half of the 5th, a 7-3 lead for Patrick Henry. They led this at one point, 6-0. Findlay narrowed it to 5 at 6-1 in the 4th inning. Patrick Henry answered, though, in the bottom half of the 4th, but Findlay has scored a couple runs here in the 5th to make it a 7-3 ball game. That just misses in the now even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. TG readies the 2 on the way, and that is a swing and a miss. He could not check the swing, and that will end the inning. Well, the Trojans get a couple runs here in the top half of the 5th inning. We've completed 4.5 here at Sater Park in Greenville. It is now 7-3 Patrick Henry over Findlay.
Helping underwrite this event, the Made-Right Sandwich Shop, located on North Broadway in Greenville, the Ansonia Lumber Company, located on Main Street by Gilbert Feller's Funeral Home of Brookville, and Kreitzer Funeral Home of Arcanum by Greenville National Bank, with locations throughout Darke County. Cox Insurance, located in Ansonia and in Greenville, Homestretch Sportswear in Wapakoneta and St. Henry, and Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Oliver Floyd Funeral Home in Greenville and Pope Braun Funeral Home of New Madison, Montage Cafe, located in downtown Greenville, McCabe Painting Incorporated of Greenville, Osgood State Bank with several locations, Family Health Services, Greenville, Arcanum, Versailles, and New Madison, State Farm Insurance, your agent, Jim Gable, and by Bixler Video Productions.
Well, we head to the bottom of the fifth. It's a 7-3 lead for the Patriots of Patrick Henry over Findlay here. As leading off for Patrick Henry will be Tyler T.G. He'll be followed by Dustin Hockman and Mike Inselman. Findlay scoring twice in the top half of the fifth to cut into that lead. It was going into the top of the, but the 2 runs trims it to a 4-run ball game. So this one far from over. As pitching for the Trojans right now is number 17, and that is, we have him listed as Brandon Yoxheimer. A strike is fired, and it's a ball, 2 strikes on TG. 1-2 the count. We're in the bottom half of the fifth. Yoxheimer fires, and that is taken low, and the count is even now 2-2. Mark Bixler with you, Bixler Video Productions. We're at the 2002 Junior ACME State Tournament, and that ball is lifted into center field. That'll be a hit. So the leadoff runner is on. TG with that base hit to get things started. Dustin Hockman will step in now for the Patriots. Well, they'd like to see a big inning here and end this one here in the bottom half of the fifth. But Findlay will have a lot to say about that. Hockman takes a strike, and he's down in the count 0-1. Throw to first, and back in safely is TG. Yoxheimer readies. The 0-1 on the way, and that is fouled back. And it's an 0-2 count. A ball, 2 strikes on Dustin Hockman. Tyler T.G. standing at first base. That ball is hit to the shortstop, and the double play. The line drive to the shortstop, and he gets it on his way towards second base. F6 if you're scoring with us, and then TG's out 6-3 for out number 2. So that brings up Mike Inselman to the plate. Two away, 7-3. That is hit to the shortstop, who fires on to first, and that ends the inning. We've completed 5 here at Sater Park in Greenville in this elimination round game of the Junior ACME State Tournament. It remains Patrick Henry 7, Findlay 3.
Helping underwrite this event, The Made-Right Sandwich Shop, located on North Broadway in Greenville. The Ansonia Lumber Company, located on Main Street by Gilbert Feller's Funeral Home of Brookville and Kreitzer Funeral Home of Arcanum by Greenville National Bank, with locations throughout Dark County. Cox Insurance, located in Ansonia and in Greenville. Homestretch Sportswear in Wapakoneta and St. Henry, and Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Oliver Floyd Funeral Home in Greenville and Pope Braun Funeral Home of New Madison, Montage Cafe located in downtown Greenville, McCabe Painting Incorporated of Greenville, Osgood State Bank with several locations, Family Health Services, Greenville, Arcanum, Versailles, and New Madison, State Farm Insurance, your agent, Jim Gable, and by Bixler Video Productions.
Well, we head to the sixth with Patrick Henry still leading it by 4 runs. It's a 7-3 ball game. Leading off for the Trojans will be Chad Combs, followed by Mike Shantz and Grant Deppen. TG on for a 6th inning, and that's a swing and a miss, and it's even at a ball and a strike. Mark Bixler with you, Bixler Video Productions, the 2002 Junior ACME State Tournament taking place in Greenville at Sater Park. Taken outside, it's a ball, 2 strike, or rather 2 balls and a strike. TG readies, fires, and that ball's hit up the middle. That'll be a base hit into center field. Sonnenberg finally comes up with it and gets it back in, and that holds Chad Combs to first base. Mike Shantz steps in now for Findlay. The leadoff runner reaching as Chad Combs with the leadoff hit. The bunt to the second baseman on to first. That's a case that, as an infielder, you learn this as you get the more you play, you learn to do this. Go ahead, and in that case, if he went ahead going after the ball trying to field it, ran into the base runner, the base runner would be out. That is going to be a foul. And it looked to me like Taylor Dravis changed how he was fielding the ball based on the runner. And it's the runner that's supposed to change how he is going to second base based on the fielder. You cannot hit a player from fielding the ball. And if you're field ball, go ahead and go like you normally would, and it's up to the base runner to get out of the way. But a lot of times you don't like that collision, so you go ahead and field it differently, and sometimes it doesn't work out the way that you may end up not getting the runner at first, and then everybody's safe. A ball and a strike as Grant Deppen is at bat for the Trojans. Swing and a miss. Evens the count at 2-2 on Deppen. Terry Hardwick awaits on deck for Findlay. 7-3, the Patrick Henry Patriots leading this by 4 runs. We're in the top of the 6th inning. High and away, and it's a full count. Tyler TG on for a sixth inning of work. One away. The payoff on the way, taking ball 4. So runners now at first and second as Deppen draws the one-out walk. As Terry Hardwick will step in now for Patrick Henry. Looks like we are going to have a pinch runner for the Trojans. Looks like number 32, if I see right. Might. It is Grozbowski that is pinch running. It's 37. The 7 and the 2 look kind of alike on some uniforms. Now I see it as a 7. The way he had his back to me, it kind of looked like a 2. 1-0 the count as Terry Hardwick steps in the batter's box and TG fires, and that's taking a ball. 7-3 the score. Runners at second. A runner at second and a runner at first for Findlay. 2-0 is the count. TG steps off the mound and now will make his way back to the rubber. Fires that, and that plunks Hardwick on the back to load the bases. And that means the tying run steps to the plate. What do they say? The difference between AAA, pitching in AAA, and the Major League is control. After watching this, the Junior ACME teams throughout the summer in the area and here at the state tournament as well, and ACME baseball and high school baseball during the year, I tend to think that there's even a difference of pitching between the junior varsity or Junior ACME and the varsity and ACME. And we're going to have a double switch, I believe, as we are going to see a pitching change. With that, we are going to take a break. When we come back, we will tell you who is pitching. We are in the top half of the sixth. The bases are loaded. Patrick Henry still leading it by 4, though, 7-3.
Helping underwrite this event, the Made Right Sandwich Shop, located on North Broadway in Greenville, the Ansonia Lumber Company, located on Main Street by Gilbert Feller's Funeral Home of Brookville and Kreitzer Funeral Home of Arcanum by Greenville National Bank, with locations throughout Darke County. Cox Insurance, located in Ansonia and in Greenville. Homestretch Sportswear in Wapakoneta and St. Henry, and Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Oliver Floyd Funeral Home in Greenville and Pope Braun Funeral Home in New Madison, Montage Cafe located in downtown Greenville, McCabe Painting Incorporated of Greenville, Osgood State Bank with several locations, Family Health Services, Greenville, Arcanum, Versailles, and New Madison, State Farm Insurance, your agent, Jim Gable, and by Bixler Video Productions.
Well, it looks like Brandon Yoxheimer is stepping to the plate. Swing and a miss. Down in the count, 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count on Yoxheimer. By the way, pitching is Dustin Hockman for the Patriots. The 0-2 on the way, and that is a swing and a miss. And there's 2 away here in the inning. The bases are still loaded, though. As we swing back to the top of the order, as Alex Raymond will step in now. Hawkman delivers, taken low. It's 1-0. 2 away, 7-3. Raymond now becomes the tying run. That is fouled back, and the count evens at a ball and a strike. Top half of the sixth, a 7-3 lead for Patrick Henry as they are trying to thwart this rally by Findlay without giving up a run in the inning. Pitched inside, and it's a 2-1 count. A base hit could make things interesting. Could make it a 2-run ball game. Hawkman delivers, taking a ball, and it's 3-1. No place to put him. Hawkman readies the 3-1. It's on the way, and that is swung on and fouled back. It's a full count. Seven 3. Patrick Henry leading this. We are in the top half of the sixth. Mark Bixler with you. I'm Bixler Video Productions. Glad to be with you here from the 2002 Junior ACME State Tournament being held in Greenville, Sater Park. At Greenville, Sater Park. The throw back to second and in safely is Grant Deppen. Actually, Adam Grzybowski, who was in to pinch run for Deppen. Hawkman delivers, taking ball 4, and it's a 7-4 ball game. Jeff Foltz steps in. He's 1 for 3 on the night. His last trip to the plate, though, a base hit. Top of the sixth. Findlay with the run here in the end. Making it 7-4. That is taking a ball, and it's 1-0. Well, after getting Brandon Yoxheimer on strikes, Raymond drew the walk. And right now on Jeff Foltz, it's a 1-1 count. The 1-1 on the way, taken, and it's outside, 2-1. Hawkman struggling after getting Yoxheimer on strikes. Issuing a walk to Raymond, and there Foltz couldn't check his swing, and the count is even at 2-2. Hawkman delivers, swing and a miss, and he gets out of it. Hawkman strikes out 2 of the 3 batters that he faces, although he does issue a walk. And Findlay does get a run. We've completed 5.5 here at Greenville Sater Park in this 2002 Junior ACME State Tournament. It's now Patrick Henry 7, Findlay 4.
Helping underwrite this event, the Made-Right Sandwich Shop, located on North Broadway in Greenville, the Ansonia Lumber Company, located on Main Street by Gilbert Feller's Funeral Home of Brookville, and Kreitzer Funeral Home of Arcanum by Greenville National Bank, with locations throughout Dark County. Cox Insurance, located in Ansonia and in Greenville, Homestretch Sportswear in Wapakoneta and St. Henry, and Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Oliver Floyd Funeral Home in Greenville and Pope Braun Funeral Home of New Madison, Montage Cafe, located in downtown Greenville. McCabe Painting Incorporated of Greenville. Osgood State Bank with several locations. Family Health Services, Greenville, Arcanum, Versailles, and New Madison. State Farm Insurance, your agent, Jim Gable, and by M. Bixler Video Productions.
Well, we have reached the bottom half of the sixth inning. It is a 7-4 lead as Patrick Henry trying to stave off Findlay here in this one. Brad Leonard stepping in to face Brandon Yoxheimer. Leonard taking a ball, and it's a 1-0 count. Yoxheimer delivers. Taken low. It's 2-0. The winner will take on Archbold tomorrow night. Yoxheimer delivers, and that's taken high. Ball 3. As Patrick Henry continues the uphill climb. That is ball 4, so the leadoff runner is on. Leonard drawing that leadoff walk. I say the uphill climb with Patrick Henry more so than Findlay because Patrick Henry lost their opening game to Findlay 3-2, dropped down into the losers bracket, ended up coming back to defeat Salina 7-4, then had to knock off Wayne last night 8-5, and are playing Findlay here tonight. As that gets packed to the screen, and Leonard will advance to second base. Findlay, on the other hand, this is Patrick Henry's 4th game in 4 days. Findlay, on the other hand, yes, they have played 4 games, 4 days. They were in the winners bracket for these games, so not as much pressure on a team that's still in the winners bracket for game 2, as you know that you're going to live for another day. Whereas Patrick Henry had to battle their way through, and every game was a do-or-die situation since the Saturday game. But as we said, the winner will take on Archbold here tomorrow. It will be an all Northwest Ohio losers bracket championship game, and that ball is going to get to the fence. 8th run will score. As moving up to second base is Zach George. Justin Sonnenberg will step in now for the Patriots. 8-4, and that could end up being a big run for the Patriots. An insurance run here in the bottom half of the 6th. Sonnenberg takes a strike, and he falls behind in the count 0-1. Fouled back, and it's now an 0-2 count on Sonnenberg. (8-4) now the score, as Patrick Henry getting a run here in the bottom half of the 6th, and still threatening with no one out. A runner standing at second base. Yoxheimer fires, and that is a swing and a miss. Actually, they say a foul ball. So it remains 0-2. Matt Ulrich awaits on deck. The 0-2, and that is hit down into left field. That will be a base hit. A 9th run scores. And heading towards second is Sonnenberg. So George scores on that. Giving him a base hit and an RBI. He moves up to second on the throw. And suddenly it's a 9-4 lead. So back up to a 5-run ball game now. As we swing back to the top of the order, still nobody out here in the 6th. And it looks like we are going to see another pitching change for Findlay. So with that, we will take a break, and we'll return to Sater Park in Greenville in just a moment.
Helping underwrite this event, the Made Right Sandwich Shop, located on North Broadway in Greenville, the Ansonia Lumber Company, located on Main Street, by Gilbert Feller's Funeral Home of Brookville and Kreitzer Funeral Home of Arcanum by Greenville National Bank, with locations throughout Darke County. Cox Insurance, located in Ansonia and in Greenville. Homestretch Sportswear in Wapakoneta and St. Henry, and Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Oliver Floyd Funeral Home in Greenville and Pope Braun Funeral Home in New Madison, Montage Cafe, located in downtown Greenville, McCabe Painting Incorporated of Greenville, Osgood State Bank with several locations, Family Health Services, Greenville, Arcanum, Versailles, and New Madison, State Farm Insurance, your agent, Jim Gable, and by Bixler Video Productions.
Well, in for Brandon Yoxheimer is Mark Snodgrass. In relief. Nobody out. 2 runs in. And a potential 3rd run standing at second base in Justin Sonnenberg. As Matt Ulrich is up and he swings and misses, and he's down in the count 0-1. (9-4), Patrick Henry leading this by 5 runs. It's an 0-1 count on Ulrich. Snodgrass readies the 0-1 on the way, and that's a swing and a miss. It's 0-2. The 0-2 on the way, and that's taken high. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes now. The 1-2 delivered by Snodgrass, and that's taken a ball, 2-2, and Sonnenberg will head to third and slide in safely. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. (9-4), Patrick Henry leading this. We're in the bottom half of the 6th. That has taken a ball, and it's a full count. The payoff on the way, swing and a miss, 1 away. Ulrich out on strikes. Ben Botcher will step in now for the Patriots. Patrick Henry with 2 runs here in the inning, extending a 3-run ball game to 5. 9-4, Patrick Henry leading this. This an elimination round game of this 2002 Junior ACME State Tournament. Taken low, it's 2-0. Patrick Henry fell into the elimination brackets after the first day as they fell to this Findlay team, this same Findlay team. But the team that sent Patrick Henry to the elimination bracket finds themselves down by 5 runs right now to that same Patrick Henry team. Bottom of the 5th. Mark Bixler with you. I'm Bixler Video Productions. Glad to be with you. And that is hit into left field. That's going to drop. A 10th run has scored. With 1 out, Botcher with the base hit, making it 10-4.
31, T.C. Perkins.
T.C. Perkins will step in now. Give Botcher an RBI, by the way. So with 1 out, T.C. Perkins to the plate. You know, and I just thought of something. We have only seen 1 home run during this tournament. Ground ball, third base side. It is foul. We have watched 12 ball games, and that's a rocket. But right there to make the catch is the left fielder as Botcher retreats to first. That was hit on a line, but right there, Johnny on the spot to make the catch. The left fielder, Terry Hardwick. Perkins out F7 if you're scoring with us. Number 2 is Tyler T.G. now step in for Patrick Henry. The winner earning the right to advance on, and they will face Archbold here tomorrow night in the only game scheduled for Wednesday. TG falls behind in the count. It's 0-1. Three runs here in the inning for Patrick Henry as they lead this 10-7 as Botcher back safely as Snodgrass attempts to pick him off. The 0-1, Snodgrass delivers, taken inside. It's even a ball and a strike now. 2 away here in the bottom half of the 6th. The 1-1 on the way, and it is a ground ball. Third base side comes up with it, throws to first, and no, they say he was off the base. So the inning will continue. Was he off the base or did he beat the throw? He was bobbling it. Nonetheless, the inning will continue with runners at first and second, or rather first and third for the Patriots as Botcher moves on to third. Dustin Hockman at bat now for Patrick Henry. Moving to second uncontested is Tyler T.G. Hockman down in the count. It's 0-1. As they made no attempt to throw out T.G. at second. There are 2 away, though. chopper to the shortstop. They pick it up onto first, and he comes up with it. He scoops it up, and that ends the inning. But Patrick Henry strikes for 3 runs in the inning after 6 complete. It is Patrick Henry 10, Findlay 4.
Helping underwrite this event, the Made-Right Sandwich Shop, located on North Broadway in Greenville, the Ansonia Lumber Company, located on Main Street by Gilbert Feller's Funeral Home of Brookville, and Kreitzer Funeral Home of Arcanum by Greenville National Bank, with locations throughout Dark County. Cox Insurance, located in Ansonia and in Greenville, Homestretch Sportswear in Wapakoneta and St. Henry, and Bixler Video Productions. Helping bring you this event, Oliver Floyd Funeral Home in Greenville and Pope Braun Funeral Home in New Madison, Montage Cafe located in downtown Greenville, McCabe Painting Incorporated of Greenville, Osgood State Bank with several locations, Family Health Services, Greenville, Arcanum, Versailles, and New Madison, State Farm Insurance, your agent, Jim Gable, and by Bixler Video Productions.
Back here for the 7th inning. Will this be it? Findlay, 3 outs, or I should say Patrick Henry, 3 outs from the opportunity to play Archbold tomorrow night. They lead at 10-4. Findlay needs a big inning here in the 7th. Lifted on the infield. And the third baseman there to make the catch. Coming up with that, number 17. Tyler T.G. making that catch. By the way, that was Zach Burke. So F5 if you're scoring with us for the first out. And Greg Smith steps in now for the Trojans. Taking a ball, it's 1-0. Well, Findlay down to their final 2 outs. That is a soft liner first base side. Leonard comes up with that and steps on the base, so 2 away. Now the Trojans down to their last out. 3 unassisted if you're scoring with us, and Chad Combs will step in now for the Trojans. Will this be it? Dustin Hockman pitching for Patrick Henry in this one. Mark Bixler, Bixler Video Productions. We are certainly glad to be with you here tonight from the Junior ACME State Tournament here in 2002. A 1-0 count on Combs. Taking a ball, 2-0. Well, the Trojans need 6 runs here in the inning and already 2 away. Taking a ball. It's a 3-0 count on Combs. Awaiting on deck is Mike Shantz. Hockman delivers the 3-0, and that is taken a strike on the outside corner. Combs thought it was ball 4. 3-1 the count. Top half of the 7th. Hockman delivers the 3-1, and that is lifted on the infield. Actually, it's into shallow center field, and Sonnenberg to make the catch, and that is it. Patrick Henry has held off Findlay as they get a little revenge in this one. It was Findlay that sent Patrick Henry into the losers bracket, the elimination round, but the elimination bracket, but they get a little revenge in this one as they eliminate Findlay from the tournament. Combs out F8 if you're scoring with us. We are going to keep the videotape rolling here as there will be a presentation to Findlay. Again, the final score here, Patrick Henry defeating Findlay, and they will now play Archbold. Patrick Henry 10, Findlay 4.